Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the fear of falling online program. Okay, so falling's a natural reaction. Has anyone had that dream where they felt like they're falling?
Yes.
And then they woke up, clammy-handed, out of breath, don't know what's happened. It's just, it's not natural. Why we fear it is because everyone likes being in control. When you've fallen, you can't do anything to stop it. All you can do is hope for the best, grab your knot, and put your feet out in front of you. When you've fallen, all you're thinking about is, if I land this wrong, it's really going to hurt. You've got to have a massive trust in your belayer as well. And not just your belayer, but the kit that you're using. So, take Chris for example. All he used yesterday was little tiny micros. Like every section of the climb he done, micros the whole way up. Would you trust one of them on fall?
Yeah!
Seriously?
Therefore.
Okay, so there's a climber called Mina Leslie. She's climbing 8C at the minute. And she's scared. We're scared because it's biologically programmed into us to avoid heights and to avoid falling. However, we can make those situations safe with the equipment we use. So, would you buy second-hand kit that you know nothing about?
Yes, Paula does it all the time.
That's part of it. So, if there was a rope going on the gear exchange, would you ask them how many falls it's held?
No.
Or would you just buy it?
I wouldn't even ask.
Yeah, you wouldn't buy it because it's your safety kit. So when you stood on the ground looking at the climb, you're thinking, yeah, I'll probably do that, it's okay if I fall. But then you get onto the rock and you drift it pretty much. Okay, can you go through that slide for us? So how does it affect our climbing? Everyone's got the potential to climb hard, but you're holding yourself back. So Hazel Finley's wrote, if you're trying to push trad climbing without falling, then you're probably holding yourself back. Could you just click on that video for us and skip to 40 seconds? Okay, so has everyone heard of Clarke? You've probably seen her at the climbing hangar with Sean Coxey. She's a really strong climber.
Oh, there's an industry all put together, which is strangely really compelling.
But a route like Mau Mau, I was really excited to get on it. As soon as I saw it from the top of the quarry, I was really excited to get on it. The holes are big, the line's really cool. Things turned out slightly different when I actually got on the route, but in terms of the line itself, it is beautiful.
I can remember climbing Mau Mau, definitely. It was a big route at the time. It was actually given E5, 6, 8 at the time, so E5 was a big number. It really appealed to me to try this because it was known as being relatively safe, but hard, physical, pumpy. Just standing beneath it was just awe-inspiring, and actually knowing I was going to try it, it's quite intimidating.
This could be entertaining. I grew up as a competition climber. From 7 years old, for a very long time. It was always indoors, it was competition, it was safe, there was crash mats. And as I've got older as a climber and experienced more areas of climbing different rock, I've been introduced to different forms of climbing. It's become apparent that I do not want to fall on certain types of climbing, do whatever, trad being the two main culprits. Like, falling is just not an option in my head, and I will do anything to not fall.
No, I can't. Just don't feel good on it at all.
I'm actually pretty sure that if Steve hadn't been...
Go back into the pole. So, she said she's fine falling indoors because she knows the bolts are there. She knows there's mats underneath her. She's safe. But when she's outside, she's got to place her own kit. And like on the video you seen, she got to a bit of kit, and then she had to down climb to the ledge because she didn't want to fall off and she felt like she was going to go. Could you just go to the next slide, please? So, usual feelings on how like there's tons of great climbers out that are terrified of heights. Chris Sharma, Alex Arnold, he free climbs everything pretty much. So no ropes, no protection. Do you think he's scared of falling? Because yeah, he's got no kit. If he falls, he's gone. That's it. But he's actually using fear to help him get past the difficult parts. So instead of thinking, what happens if I fall in? I'm really going to hurt himself. He's just climbing. He's getting to the hard bit and then seeing a good bit just above him. So he's just pushing himself, just sell a little bit and using a strategy called self-talk to actually talk himself through the difficult part. Okay, so there's something called re-scripting our minds by replacing problematic thoughts with constructive thoughts. So that means instead of thinking about the danger, think about the positive. So instead of thinking about, oh, I'm going to fall, just think about, oh, if I get to this, if I get to the top, it's something of a log. It's an extra climb ticked off. So before you climb, you're supposed to do a warm-up, just to get yourself pumped into it. What do you do when you warm up? What do you think about when you warm up? Yeah.
Literally warming up, just as a physical thing that really can then.
Yeah, so it's supposed to last about 10 minutes before you actually start climbing. During that 10 minutes, you can get yourself in the right mindset. So you can actually talk yourself through all the moves. If you warm up in front of the climb that you want to do, you can just look at the route, picture it in your head. Could you click on that info? And then click on see more. Yeah. So she's about to take a fall. See the way she's not looking down, she's just looking at the rock. She's taking big deep breaths, and then she's just letting go. So when she falls, she just lets go. As soon as she lets go, she puts her feet in front of her. And that's her protection. Rather than going straight into the wall, she uses her feet as a spring. And that's stopping her from hurting herself.
Is that deliberate fall?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. I think that's it.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about a bit on anxiety. Said by Weinberg and Gold, he states that anxiety is a negative emotion linked with feelings, worry, nervousness and apprehension. And there's two elements to anxiety. There's cognitive, which is mental, and somatic, which is physical, and these both affect performance. So mentally, it affects us mentally by like negative self-talk, inability to concentrate, disrupted attention, image of failure. I've found this lots of times turning up to climbing outdoors basically. I get very anxious and nervous, and maybe before on the way to the climbing I might think to myself, I always think negatively, like what's going to happen if I do fall? What's going to happen if the kit just breaks or if it snaps? Even though I've been to the company, the warehouse where they get made, and tested, proven that it'll hold cars, everything in front of me, still have that negative thought in the back of my head that what if this happens, what if it breaks, what if I fall? So then that will lead into me not being able to concentrate when I get there. All I'll have at the back of my mind is could die, could fall, could break my neck, could do anything. Start to disrupt my attention. And then I'll get this image of myself when I do end up climbing at the start or during it. I'll get this image of I mightn't get to the top, I might fail, I might fall. So how it affects us physically, so high blood pressure, muscular tension, rapid heart rate, dry throat, butterflies in the stomach, sweaty palms. So I get this with climbing, but I get it with kayaking as well, and probably many of you will once you see the water. You're walking along the bank, a river, white water, walking along the bank, you think, oh, that's going fast. Get your blood pressure going, your heart pumping, start tensing up, you think, oh, what if I come on my boat and it's something like, start tensing up. So you start getting the dry throat, start choking, coughing, you want to drink, you want to get fluids down you. Start feeling sick, start getting like cramps, butterflies in your stomach. Start getting sweaty, start sweaty. Okay, so the coping strategy I'm going to use is diaphragmatic breathing. Yeah, you can. So diaphragmatic breathing.
Diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing.
That's alright. The diaphragmatic breathing, relaxation, we're going to call it DBR for short. So exercise of a number of advantages over normal everyday therapies that get used to treat anxiety problems. So DBR has been referred to as one of the most beneficial techniques to perform by helping stress and anxiety. So by performing the DBR exercises, it helps in increasing relaxation and concentration. This helps in stabilising the heartbeat, your blood pressure, and obviously raises your blood temperature. Before I start the video, what I want to do is ask if a couple of people could come out for me and have a go at doing the technique. Yeah, you're good. So what I want you to do is lie down, find space on the floor, lie down for me, on your back.
Oh, sorry.
So rest your arms, just relax, rest your arms by your side. What I want you to do, when I put the video on, I want you to listen to the woman's voice very calmly. She'll take you through step by step.
The diaphragm is the most efficient muscle of breathing. It is a large, dome-shaped muscle located at the base of the lungs. Your abdominal muscles help move the diaphragm and give you more power to empty your lungs. 1. When you're first learning how to belly breathe, you might find it easier to follow these instructions while lying down or sitting in a comfortable chair, maintaining good posture. Your body should be as relaxed as possible. You can use a pillow under your knees to support your legs. Close your eyes for even better awareness. Scan your body for tension. 2. Pay attention to your breathing. Place one hand on the part of your chest or abdomen that seems to rise and fall the most with each breath. If this spot is in your chest, you are not utilizing the lower part of your lungs. 3. Place both hands on your abdomen and follow your breathing, noticing how your abdomen rises and falls. 4. Breathe through your nose as deep as you can. 5. Notice if your chest is moving in harmony with your abdomen. 6. Now place one hand on your abdomen and one on your chest. 7. Inhale deeply and slowly through your nose into your abdomen. You should feel your abdomen rise with this inhalation and your chest should move only a little. 8. Exhale through your mouth, keeping your mouth, tongue and jaw relaxed. 9. Relax as you focus for more deeper and longer controlled breaths. You might also want to try putting a book, leaflet or even a newspaper on your belly. That way you can watch it rise and fall while you practice, letting you know.
Okay lads, what I want you to do is I want you to stay relaxed. I'm going to give you a piece of paper. I want you to open your eyes, place it around your stomach. I want you to repeat the process what she's took you through. I want you to just focus on the piece of paper and focus on how you're breathing.
You're breathing deeply with your diaphragm instead of shallowly with your chest. Pay attention to the flow of your breath. Strive to make it smooth and gentle. Try to find a steady rhythm in your breathing. At first, practice this exercise 5 to 10 minutes about 3 to 4 times per day. Gradually increase the amount of time you spend doing this exercise, and perhaps even increase the effort of the exercise by placing a book on your abdomen. As you become more comfortable with belly breathing, try doing it sitting up, and it can even be done while standing.
Okay, thanks for that, lads. What I want you to do is slowly sit up, don't just jump up slowly. Slowly sit up and then you can stand up. How did that feel? Did that make you feel more relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit.
For height.
Okay, so what I found before I started the PowerPoint presentation, I did a bit of research into the breathing technique, and I've done it myself when I felt anxious at home. And it does take practice. It does take practice, and you have got to practice it. And things there. And it will help you out in situations. As it said on the video, you can do it when seated and not lying down, so once you've practiced it more, you can like overcome it and do it.
You're going to talk about your